Yerp, what's up, everybody? This is Tatianna Tarot hitting you with a tarot video forecast of the week. We're talking about the week of July 2nd all the way through July 7th. All right, because I don't even know what day it is. All right, and today is the new moon in Cancer, also the solar eclipse, and it has been a very chill day to say the least. I am catching up with a lot of work and also packing up to lead my retreat in Tulum, Mexico. I arrive tomorrow, so it's a lot going on. Very fun stuff, but I wanted to give you guys a video because it's been a hot minute. As per usual, when I do this video, I say that's usually the situation. But also, we've got a lot going on with this new moon, with this eclipse, with it being a new month, and so I felt inspired to give you guys a video. So let's tap into this. For those that are new, hello, my name is Tatiana. I happen to be an intuitive tarot reader, an Ifa Orisha priestess, Ianifa of Isheshe, and amongst that, I also do Akashic record readings, ritual practitioner as well. And I love doing these weekly videos from time to time to just give you some insight on what we can expect as a collective, what we can expect energetically, consciously, subconsciously, and everything in between, to just give us a glimpse on, on what is to come, what we can avoid, and what we need to focus for the highest good of all involved. So I incorporate... In fact, I'm going to be using this particular tarot deck. Don't ask me what it is. I got this years ago when I worked in a metaphysical shop upstate. Shout out to the Magic Moon. I got it because I thought the background was hella dope. You see these ankhs in the back and this vivid yellow, orange color, excuse me. But then when I flipped it over, it was rather bland with imagery, hella white, and the definitions on it was just kind of throwing me off. So the fun thing is that I love to use it as a deck to supplement my old ass Rider-Waite deck or any of the other decks that I'm using, and I've been really putting a lot of energy into this deck as of recent, so I'm going to use it for today. So let's just see. Okay, I like to start with a prayer just to tap into our universal energies, collective energies. Love and light, Spirit, I ask that you come forth for us as a whole, and I ask that you bring forth our higher selves, spirit guides, honorable ancestors, the Orishas, the Loas, the archangels, ascended masters, and any light being entities that can give us clarity, knowledge, and guidance on our personal path and journey. Spirit, I thank you for allowing me to be the vessel here today, and I ask that you come forth with the truth. Ashe. Okay, Spirit, what is the general information that we most need to hear as a collective regarding this solar eclipse energy, this new moon and Cancer energy? What is it that we most need to know at this time? Okay, I'm scratching off this conscious, subconscious reading that I normally do, and I'm just pulling up some general cards just to make it a little bit easier. I'm on borrowed time at the moment. So let's just see what Spirit has to say, okay? Big sigh, big sigh. Rock. So I'm pulling out 5 cards. 5 is my number. As a priestess of Oshun, I'll be rocking 5. So it's just a very intuitive thing. So let's get into this. Okay, so what I'm pulling is the Tower in reverse, the King of Wands, the 7 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Okay, so the Tower in reverse brings up a lot of energy regarding past or current circumstances that have revealed major secrets, major revelations, have had a powerful impact in your life. Usually the Tower right side up really portends a situation yet to come, or a situation that has recently happened in which the rug has been pulled from your feet on a metaphorical level. It is where the blindfolds have dropped from your eyes and you're starting to see the truth for what it is. Aspects of your life that were not really based on anything solid and sustainable, that were not really based on any strong foundation, or settling, crumbling. This can be pertaining to relationships, friendships, health, spiritual journeys, your finances, your career, your sense of creativity, your sense of sexuality, your sense of your relationships to self, etc., etc. If it was based on something false, if repetitive themes have been playing out in terms of negative patterns and toxicity in which you haven't rectified, or you haven't really put in the effort to resolve or heal or clear out, that's going to cause some sort of impulsion, some sort of explosion, some sort of effect on your life in which these events will start spiraling out of control, so that you can be hyper aware on what's immediately important, and start focusing on, okay, how do I strengthen this? How do I heal this? How do I recover from this? How do I make this solid, so that when I build upon this theme again, this aspect of my life, it won't fail to crumble again. It's based on what's real. It's based on what's sustainable. It's based on an accurate portrayal of who I am evolving into. That's the right side up Tower. This being upside down, it's almost saying that you have, or you're in the process of coping with these situations as is. Maybe the Tower has already happened in your life. Maybe it's already happening. And it's like you're not oblivious to these chaotic moments, these chaotic situations, these wake-up calls. You're very much keen and savvy to what this is. You actually may have one step ahead of the game in which you're already trying to problem solve and not ignore, not negate, not resist the responsibility involved in what the Tower implies in your life. There is no sense of oppression. There is no sense of making an excuse. It really does show you being hyper effective and kind of leading with a sense of, okay, I'm coping with this. I am facing the facts. I've accepted this for what it is, shitty or not. Now, how do I turn the page in my life? How do I get to a more solid ground? How can I establish more centeredness and security within myself, or within these aspects of my life? Sometimes the falling Tower in reverse is just complete surrender, and you just realizing that, oh crap, I slipped up. It is what it is. It may be sucky, or it may actually be very, very liberating in some way. Whether this is a catastrophic situation and where it's like, wow, I now realize the severity of this situation, or I really can't have this person in my life, or I really can't act on this habit any longer because it's detrimental to my well-being or the development of, my future, etc., etc. Now, what's interesting is that we're getting the King of Wands right side up. And the King of Wands, this is kind of implying this masculine energy that you guys are exuding for this week, maybe in lieu of all the chaos that this eclipse may be illuminating. It could be stuff that has already happened, or is happening now, or may come to pass. Usually the eclipses bring up some deep-rooted shit that we need to heal, or come to terms with. Things that may be, giving us further insights, secrets, and knowledge and wisdom. So it's not all scary. It's really, really bringing out the truth of what you're meant to be doing, how you're meant to be fixing these circumstances in your life, how you're meant to be really tapping into your power for transformational purposes and stepping into this new role and new chapter in your life. But the King of Wands is addressing this sense of authority and responsibility from a masculine sense. This brings in the need to actually take action, take responsibility, do something, not just, meditate and be passive or receive insight from spirit in a downloadable sense. But the King of Wands is one, fearless, courageous, confident, very passionate, very eager to actually step into the fire, because they know inherently that it makes them who they are. It turns them into this powerful machine. It makes them bold. It makes them really take life in their hands and not be a victim of life, but really manifest what they want by accepting the circumstances of what's going on and using that to advance. So in this particular situation, a lot of you guys are administering very strong leadership qualities, whether you want to or not. It may be a time where you're like, you know what? That's it. I got to step into the fire. I got to, channel my inner phoenix. I got to be, resurrecting myself from the ashes. And this is not going to destroy me. This situation, this identity loss, this ego trip, this relationship, this, circumstance with my finances, this is not going to destroy me, but rather it's going to enhance me, inspire me, empower me to be above and beyond, to exceed my own expectations, to take matters into my own hands, and to thrive. The King of Wands is interested in thriving. A very opportunistic character. He is looking at what everybody's doing, and he's like 10, 20 steps ahead, being like a visionary. This is talking about being a visionary. So in the midst of chaos or loss, or this sense of like, I don't know what I'm doing, and you accepting that and you moving on and you actively putting the pieces together to build something stronger, to now dive into your purpose, and dive into your power, you are now emerging as a sense of person who's not necessarily voided of fear, but this fearlessness in the sense that you're still fearful, but you're going to act on what you most need to do at that time. You're going to accept the fear and you're going to do it anyway, right? You're going to do that thing anyway. King of Wands really, really expresses this need to be seen, okay, to be out there. Whether that is like, I got to take initiative in this situation, or if you really want to start a business, I'm going to put in the steps to do this. The King of Wands is both seen and heard. It's a very loving character, really has a lot of care and consideration for the people around him, but is also very active. So this, in order to cope with what's going on, you might want to actually physically move your body. You might want to exercise. You want to take a walk. You want to engage and to channel all the frustration of the tower, what has happened in the past, into something productive. You might want to start planning. You might want to fine tune this future long-term vision and really scale it to the next 6 months that we have remaining in this year. What can I do now with these next 6 months that is going to get me to this big grandiose vision that I see? In the center of the spread, we're getting the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Seven of Cups in reverse really talks about you being determined, you now knowing exactly what it is that you want, you now discerning. This discernment has been learned, has been a big major lesson for a lot of you guys. And I think you finally got it. Like, what's good for me? What's not good for me? What am I doing that's not good for me? And what are others doing that's not good for me? And where should I go? And really, being able to lead yourself with your intuition, but still implementing some sort of logical reasoning to marry those two together so that it brings balance and harmony. Seven of Cups in reverse is really sticking to a game plan, not having a multitude of visions and not deciding and being chaotic and disorganized and not knowing which one to stick to, not being aloof and distant and in la la land and engaging too much in the imagination, but really saying that I'm taking these visions, I'm taking these ideas, I'm taking these paths that I can see for myself, I'm creating a plan, and I'm channeling it into the ground. I'm physically manifesting it into the earth so that something real can happen from what has been shown to me. A path, a clear direction is going to be illuminated for you during this eclipse, okay, or during this week. Most certainly, this is the crux of your spread, and it's saying that you're no longer in this aloof state. I don't know. What do I do? I'm too busy, like maybe coping with escapism. That's not the case. especially married with the King of Wands. King of Wands is probably going to do one thing at a time, but it's not going to waste time in doing it. Time is of the essence, you guys. Okay? So you want to be able to turn those pages, bam, 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 and not just be stuck on one chapter, metaphorically speaking, okay? So, again, I also want to say, because the Seven of Cups can be a very elusive card, to see it in reverse, being this new moon in Cancer, being very psychic, being intuitive sign, I would say that these insights and downloads that you're getting, maybe in the dream world, maybe through synchronicities and coincidences, maybe through actual readings that you guys book or give yourselves, maybe through the 555s, the 444s, and the 111 numbers that y'all see, and all that stuff, that's not going to be vague. I feel like with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you're going to have a clear idea of what these things mean, what to do, what your exact insights are, and how to move forward with that. How to turn that into gold. How to turn that so that you're charging forward in life. You're thriving. You're using this for your best benefit. You're using this as fuel. Think of the King of Wands as fire. So you need something to sustain that fire. You have water energy, but it's productive water energy. When I'm talking about water energy, I'm talking about the lands of the spiritual realm. I'm talking about communing with spirits. I'm talking about communing with your higher self. I'm talking about receiving all those downloads, all that woo-woo stuff. People can dwell in this realm and so be lost and so not know how to turn this into something that is productive and efficient, and not kind of, ground it so that you're actually using that wisdom and knowledge in the real world. That's not your issue. You don't have an issue with that. Your psychic sensibilities, your intuition, your emotions, and your feelings are really kind of tunnel visioning you into what exactly you need to do. This is the direction. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're gonna have the motivation. You're gonna have the courage. You're gonna have the confidence. You may even have the sexual appeal, the sense of inspiration, creative drive, the willingness, because you finally have learned from the Tower in reverse what the fuck you have to do with your life and how to repeat the blessings, or how not to repeat the patterns and the karmic lessons. It's like you guys, this is a big awakening for a lot of you, so it's really, really exciting. The Six of Swords is now coming out next to the Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Swords portends a journey, okay? Most of the time, it is an emotional journey that you have to venture into. And it's a journey that some of you guys may be somewhat resisting or hesitating to go on. It can mean like, oh, I have to confront this in my relationship. I have to talk to my parents about this. So I got to tell my boss I don't want to work here anymore because I want to start my own business. I'm just giving you examples, things that are like, oh my God, agony. And I have to do it, and I know I have to do it, and I know once that I do it, it's taking me to another place in my life that is for my betterment, and it's going to help me raise the bar and help me achieve bigger and better things. But the process of me going through this emotional journey can be burdensome if you're resisting it, can be somewhat painful for you or other people. It's just doing what you need to do, even though it's not the easiest thing to do. The right thing is not always the easiest thing and light thing and the most amazing failing thing to do. I'm at a loss for words because it's just like, so the Six of Swords can talk about that. It's really the sense of you confronting your challenges and actively overcoming them. Making peace with what has happened in the past and metaphorically going on a boat and rowing across that. And showing honor for how you've shown up for yourself before and after your journey, okay? Six of Swords can also literally talk about a journey or a trip. It could talk about maybe a move or maybe a trip you need to take, even a small one. Last card here is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is really beautiful in the sense that it does show that you, amongst all this shit that's going on, you have support. You either have, the loving support of family or friends that feel like family. Three of Cups is feminine energy. So feminine energy is really important for you this week. Okay, it doesn't have to be gender exclusive females, but feminine energy, male, females, trans, everybody has this. So non-binary, everybody has masculine and feminine energy. So it's important for you to be surrounded by people who are particularly exuding a sense of nurturing, creativity, support, that are about maybe the spiritual life, or about, solving problems by giving you the nourishment that you need. Healing, great healing is happening. Celebration, this is great. Being able to survive this week and coming out alive on the other side by doing the work is really going to bring you a lot of ire, a lot of blessings. Okay, it's going to bring you a sense of peace of self and wholeness in self, almost as if like you come back to self, you align with your power again. It's a celebration. Is like you living your best life. Go live your best life. Woo, I made it. Okay, let's go. That test is over. There might be a reunion. There might be a reunion with someone that you love and care about, or people that you need to connect with, just so that you can relax and heal and rejuvenate your spirit. Spiritual rejuvenation is here. Also, if you're having issues with the Six of Swords situation, and your path does require you to confront or move on from something, or literally move, Three of Cups is here to support you. If you're second guessing your motives, Three of Cups is here to give you the insight that you need to know, and you can trust these people. Okay? So that's the general message that is being channeled for the collective. Let's see what animal spirit is going to guide us at this time. Honorable ancestors, what animal spirit is going to bring us the wisdom that we need for this week, for the collective? Tarantula. Okay, so let me look into this. This is the Kim Kranz Animal Spirit deck. All right. So tarantula, hold on one second. Because where are these pages? It's a fire element. Tarantula says, at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. Hold on. Where did this go? What's going on? What the hell is this? Just popping up into my... Has Mercury retrograde started? Because there is... My phone's spazzing out. My computer's spazzing out. And spirits want to talk. They really want to talk about this tarantula message. So let me give this to you. Sorry, guys. At a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. It says, the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, the tarantula follows intuition. When out of balance, it hesitates and over-intellectualizes. To bring it to balance, daily journaling. Okay, my little chickadees, I'm not going to overwhelm you with messages because I'm sure you're going to get a lot of divine messages tonight. It's very important to note that during eclipses, you should not be doing any rituals. The eclipse in and of itself is like a ritual, and it's going to reveal to you all the stuff that you need to know. Okay, it's going to probably eliminate powerful things from your life, and so it's really just a phase of the moon and a phase of the astrological time in which the work is pretty much done for you. So you just need to sit back and let it be. Of course, you're encouraged to give yourself readings, meditate, commune with your highest self, do what you need to do during this time to center yourself, you know. I would advise that you probably watch this video more than once, take notes. You know, every time you watch the video, there's more information that you may have missed the first time. Okay. Uh, in addition to that, Shorty will be traveling, and it's a very, very fun time moving forward in this year. So I will be in Tulum, Mexico until the 8th of July. Moving forward, if you guys are coming to New Orleans for the month of July, please shoot me an email if you want an in-person session, a reading, a tarot reading, okay? My email is hello@tatiannatarot.com. That's Tatiana with 2 N's. If you are not local and not in New Orleans and you're interested in booking a virtual session by video only, because I am not doing calls of FaceTime, Skypes, Google Hangouts, none of that at this time, you can reference the link below, or go to my website, www.myurbanillumination.com, and click on the Work With Me tab. There is another tab there that will give you my schedule, a list of my services, and how to book, and a survey that you will need to fill out with the questions that you want to ask for your session. Come August, it's going to be a hell of a good time. I will be going to New York City. I will be visiting you guys very briefly. Going to LA very early, teaching some workshops. And then at the end of the month, leading another retreat in Morocco. All of this stuff will be on my Instagram and my Twitter social media accounts, and in my new website that is coming out shortly. So stay tuned. All my handles are at Tatianna Tarot. And I am actually releasing a program, a guide called the Root of Love Guide that I had started earlier in the year. And the Root of Love Guide is basically being released at this time where we are cleansing and clearing some stuff and really reprogramming ourselves and really just ascending, basically. And so it touches on what the root of love is. What you get in this guide is your love scopes for the rest of the year from July to December. So moving forward these next 6 months, your love scopes. What that entails is a general reading on your love sign. So you would want to read your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign. Self-love and how to take that into account for the rest of the year. Blessings and blockages that you may deal with love, whether you're in a relationship, single, or if it pertains to self-love, it's all included. Okay. And it also includes, so that's a 13-page PDF file, includes 2 personalized tarot spreads from me that will help you reveal more information on how to heal love blockages, how these love blockages manifest in the relationship with self and other people, how to cope with a relationship or lack thereof, 2 worksheets, okay, and a video, a meditational video on cutting toxic cords in your life from past life relationships, current relationships, and anything that's hindering you from opening up to divine blessings and relationships and love. Also, an emotional freedom technique video that is going to teach you, after you cut the cords and clear everything out, how to reprogram yourself, okay, so that you can be basically a magnet attracting these things effortlessly. This whole guide, you can get it in the link below in the YouTube comments. I'm going to put it actually beneath this video, and it's all $33.33. You can also get it via the link in my bio via my social media accounts. And I am so excited to see all of you guys. I'm going to reveal all the dates in the workshop soon, okay? And if you've already booked the session and you're waiting for your session, thank you so much for your patience. I'm gonna have that right out for you this week. So I hope this serves you guys well. Let me know your thoughts and your experiences on how this eclipse is showing out in your life below. Like, subscribe, and please share with anybody that needs this. Okay, peace. Ciao.